Every princess has her secrets. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things you didn't know about Disney princesses. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at fun facts about Disney princesses that even the most die-hard Mouse House fans probably aren't aware of. Picks are included. Number 10. Ariel ended a 30-year princess drought.
Ariel, wait for me!
Flounder, hurry up!
The Little Mermaid was a major turning point for Disney's animated wing, ending a long streak of disappointments and ushering in the studio's 1990s Renaissance era. Arriving in 1989, the film revisited many of the hallmarks that initially put the company on the map, most notably shining the spotlight on a plucky princess.
I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see 'em dancing.
In fact, Ariel was actually the first Disney princess to grace the silver screen in the 30 years since Aurora in 1959's Sleeping Beauty. Considering that the Disney Princess line is now one of the company's most marketable franchises, it's hard to imagine such a large gap between princesses. In many respects, The Little Mermaid was the key to waking Sleeping Beauty.
Ariel! How you doing, kid? Whoa, what a swim.
Number 9. Tinkerbell was originally a Disney princess. There are several requirements a character needs to meet in order to join the Disney Princess franchise. Strangely enough, though, having the title of princess isn't a mandatory quality. For example, Tinkerbell doesn't have a royal bone in her tiny little body. Nevertheless, when Disney created the lineup in 2005, they originally decided to include Tink. Of course, it wasn't long before her spot was usurped by Tiana.
That made you
a princess. You just kissed yourself a princess.
The House of Mouse quickly decided to remove Tinkerbell from the princess line so that she could be the face of the Disney Fairies franchise. So what's the criteria to be a Disney princess? Logistics and marketing, apparently. Number 8. Hercules and Ariel are relatives. It's often theorized that Disney's animated features are all part of the same world. One of the most fascinating connections is between The Little Mermaid and Hercules. These two films not only have the same directors, Ron Clements and John Musker, but the titular characters are technically related. According to Greek mythology, Hercules is the son of Zeus.
Didn't know you had a famous father, did you? Surprise!
Zeus, meanwhile, has a brother, Poseidon, who is the father of Triton. All of this amounts to Hercules and Triton being first cousins. In The Little Mermaid, Triton rules the 7 seas while also raising his 7 daughters, which of course includes Ariel. Thus, Hercules and Ariel are actually first cousins once removed. Seriously, why hasn't Disney made a crossover already?
Yeah, I mean, Hercules is a very popular name nowadays.
Number 7. Ariel has red hair for a reason.
I knew it!
Aside from, the fins, Ariel's most distinctive feature has got to be her red hair. The studio executives weren't immediately sold on making Ariel a redhead, however. Initially, they wanted The Little Mermaid to have yellowish blonde hair. The animators, on the other hand, felt that red was a better fit for Ariel. The color not only worked better with the character's green fin, but red was also easier to color. On top of that, sister company Touchstone Pictures had recently released its own movie about a mermaid with golden locks, Splash. Wanting to avoid comparison with Daryl Hannah, the higher-ups at Disney eventually got on board with the luscious red hair.
It's not often that we have such a lovely dinner guest, eh, Eric?
Number 6. Ariel and Belle had the same live-action model. Ariel and Belle are two of the most beloved princesses from Disney's Renaissance era, but that's not the only thing they have in common.
I wonder why I didn't see it there before.
Both actually have the same live-action reference model, Sherry Stoner. This actress provided several mannerisms that would inspire the Disney animators, like the way Ariel pushes her hair away from her face and the way Ariel bites her lip. Disney isn't the only animation studio Stoner is affiliated with either. She also worked as a writer and producer for Warner Brothers shows like Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs. She even provided the voice of Slappy Squirrel, who's a close friend of Bambi's, Bumby's mom.
Slappy? Slappy, darling, is that you? If it ain't, you better call my agent.
Number 5. Pocahontas has many unique aspects.
Please don't say anything. Quick, this way.
A Chinese legend might have inspired Mulan, but Pocahontas has the distinction of being the first Disney princess to be based on a real person. That's not the only reason why she stands out. Pocahontas is the only princess with any body art, sporting a red tattoo on her right arm. She was also the only Disney princess to have multiple love interests. Well, until Anna in Frozen. As if that's not enough, the real Pocahontas was born somewhere around 1596, while the animated feature hit theaters in 1995, just in time for Pocahontas' 400th birthday. It's only fitting that someone so unique could paint with all the colors of the wind.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Number 4. Several actresses inspired Belle. To help mold Belle into an intelligent, elegant, and fiercely independent character, Disney took inspiration from various famous actresses. Her physical appearance has traces of Julie Andrews and Judy Garland, while Audrey Hepburn and Vivien Leigh additionally provided the basis for Belle's facial features. Meanwhile, screenwriter Linda Wolverton modeled Belle's strong-willed personality after Katharine Hepburn's performance as Jo March in Little Women.
You must remember you're almost a young lady. No, I'm not. And if turning out my hair makes me so, I'll wear it down until I'm 100.
Although several real-life women contributed to her creation, Belle is truly one of a kind. In fact, a keen eye will notice that she's the only person in her village that wears blue. Number 3. Merida was the first princess without a love interest.
And I'll be shooting for my own hand.
With a spunky attitude and a head of untamable red hair, Merida has never been one to follow the crowd. Part of what makes her so distinctive is her lack of a love interest, a rare trait among Disney princesses. Many potential suitors offer their hand in marriage, but Merida isn't won over by any of them. Following her own path, Merida decides that she'll only take a husband when and if she's ever ready. Since then, we've gotten a couple of other Disney heroines that have flown solo, such as Elsa and Moana. Merida ultimately helped pave the way for a different kind of Disney princess, demonstrating that there's more to life than waiting for your prince to come.
Everyone, to the cellar! Let's crack open the king's private reserve to celebrate!
Number 2. Mulan's body count. There seems to be an unwritten rule that Disney heroes aren't supposed to kill people. So it might come as a shock to learn that Mulan actually has a higher kill count than any other Disney character. Remember that epic battle against the Chinese army and the Huns? Well, Mulan uses a cannon to cause an avalanche, killing 2,000 Hun soldiers as well as 2,000 horses. Only 6 Huns emerged from the snowy graveyard alive, meaning that Mulan snuffed out 3,994 lives. Interestingly though, Mulan technically wasn't the one responsible for killing the big baddie Shan Yu. While Mulan pins him down with a sword, it's Mushu and Cricky who launch the rocket that claims his life.
Get off the roof, get off the roof, get off the roof.
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You need a napkin, sweetheart?
I'm gonna work a double shift tonight. Here you hotcakes. You know, so
you can save for your restaurant. I know. Girl, all you ever do is work.
Order up!
Maybe next time.
Queen Elsa! Don't be the monster they fear you are!
I'm the princess. I'm the example. I've got duties, responsibilities, expectations. My whole life is planned out. Preparing for the day I become, well, my mother.
Number 1. How old everyone is.
Why, I believe you're lost.
Snow White, the first Disney princess, was also the youngest. It's hard to believe, but the fairest in the land was just 14 years old. But Snow White's not the only one who goes off to be married at a young age. Jasmine is pressured to find a husband at age 15, while Aurora, Mulan, Merida, and Ariel are only slightly older at age 16.
I'm 16 years old. I'm not a child
Don't
anymore.
you take that tone of voice with me, young lady.
Belle is 17, while Pocahontas, Rapunzel, and Anna clock in at 18. Cinderella and Tiana are both 19, which puts them just a couple of years behind the oldest Disney princess, the 21-year-old Elsa. Sure, she's technically a queen rather than a princess, and isn't even officially part of the Disney Princess franchise yet, but Elsa is still the only person here who could legally have the full Vegas experience. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.